Hi, this is Carol. I just wanted to show you my review on Red Heart Super Saver primary stripes. Okay, what I did here is I crocheted 152 chains and plus, because when I was doing it, I didn't hit this orange color till after, way after the 152. So I have an extra tail, which is no big deal. You can just cut it off and be done, or undo it. Anyway, I put 3 half double crochets in each stitch. No, okay. The first stitch, skip 2 stitches, and 3 half double crochets in the next, and so on. So I did 10 clusters of green, 10 of black, 10 yellow, 10 more black, and 10 orange. 5 color sections. If you don't do 5 color sections, it's not going to work. Okay, so I'm at the end of this row. So I'm going to chain 2 and do 3 half doubles in this next space. And the next. Do 10 black grannies. And the next will be, hold on. I had done this before and I undid it, so I know it works. I just wanted to try it with the camera facing this way. The other way it didn't work. And this is going to offset by 1, because just by doing the chain 2 here, it's going to offset it, which is what you want, and you'll end up with this. Now I just realized something. When I was doing this before, this particular hook did not work. I had to switch to an eye hook, and I forgot about that. So I might have extra color here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to do a little yarn eating trick here, which I didn't need to do. Hold on a second. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. Okay, now into the blue. Do 10 blue. There's 3 in this one. No chains in between. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The lighting here is not the greatest, so I can't tell. Yeah, okay. The blue is ended. Next will be black. Let's see how the next black one's gonna be up here. So it says it's color, black, color, black, color. And then I'm starting here with black, color, black, color. But okay, this is an H hook. I started with the I hook because for some reason, when starting out, I can't seem to use the smaller hook. I have to use a bigger hook. And then for some reason, maybe I relax and my tension maybe changes. Because usually the H hook is my hook of choice. Because usually there's just enough color to get the 10 clusters in with this yarn. I've only tried the Red Heart Super Saver stripes, both the neon and the primary. And those two yarns work with the H hook. And like I started off with an I, and I'm doing 3 half double crochets, no chains in between. And doing that, this hook works. But like I said, starting out, I had to use the I hook. Table. Hey, building room. The one the phone used to be on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I've got a little bit of extra black here. So I'm going to, what about up to the second one? So I have the 3. Carry with 2, go back in, get another one, through the whole thing. That's how I eat up extra yarn. And then do the second one, or the last one as usual, and then on my red. Okay. And that's what I do when I have too much yarn. Sometimes there's a lot. If it's that bad, I'll switch to another hook. But usually doing that will help. Sometimes I have to do a couple, but that's how I got through that blanket over there. And then if, a lot of times with the black, there's not enough, so I'll switch to a G hook, and if need be, an F hook. Okay, again, too much red. So, okay. So, again, wrap it around as usual. Take off 2, like you were going to do a double crochet. Go back in, take all 3, let's say half double. And I still have too much. Oh, that was okay. More. Wasn't counting. Okay, back to the black, and this will be my last section in this row. And I say, for me anyway, if I can get to the 3rd row and it's offset and I come back to the same color, I did it right. And I'm on my way to a nice blanket. Let's see, that is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, we're almost to the next color. Okay, I want to show you one other thing here. Okay, at the beginning, on this here, when I got to the 2nd row, I chained 2. Let's see, I chained 2, and went into the next space. So on my way back, I'll be doing 3 half double crochets in here and chaining 2 again. On this side, when you get to the end here, what you do is you have to, now see, when I first did my blanket, I didn't know what I was doing at the edges, and so my edges are all messed up at the beginning. But, well, I've learned. So what you're going to do now is single crochet here, chain 2, turn, and do 2 half double crochets in that same single crochet. And that is your first cluster. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, I've got more black yarn than hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back, get rid of some of this yarn. So I'm gonna start here. Okay, and I have to crochet here and chain 2. I'm going to do the same thing I did here because I've got a lot of black in this. That's strange. That is strange. 6, 7, 8, 9. This should be 10. That's a lot of yarn to use up. Okay, so maybe I'll do it twice. Ah, okay. Okay, so I had to do 2 of those stitches here. That's kind of thick, but I got it used up. And here will be orange. Okay, and the next one will be black here. Mm, okay. See, now I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, because you're going to be starting to make a black triangle here. This is going to, eventually, it's going to, the orange is going to go up like this, and the black is going to go up, and it's going to form a black triangle, like this here. See? This is orange. Yeah, okay, I'm doing it right. All right. It helps to have one that you've already done. See what it'll do. This is where I am right now. I think. Hmm. Okay. And so I'll start this here. Okay, now where I left off. Okay. I think I'm seeing why I should use the J hook. Not the J hook, the I hook. I seem to be having too much yarn. I do notice that the primary stripes, the color's a little longer than the neon stripes because I don't know. Usually, okay, let's see. By the time I'm this, I'm on this here, my tension's a lot more relaxed. When this here holding it, for some reason, I guess I hold it tighter, and so I have a lot of excess color yarn. So it really helps to have extra hooks, bigger sizes, bigger or smaller. So when you run into a problem, I mean, sometimes it's the yarn, and like say the black especially, there won't be enough, and then you have to switch to a smaller hook. But it seems these past couple of colors, I've had to eat up the yarn. The black especially. In fact, you know something? That is a little too thick. So what I'll do is instead of eating all that up, do it this. This should work better. And it's just one size up, so it's not that much of a difference. And in this particular type, all this argyle stuff, this color pooling, the idea, you want the pattern. It's the pattern more than the, the evenness of the stitches. Let's see. Yeah, that just might work. Sometimes it's, no, it's still too big. All right. Do it here too. Sometimes you just got to play around with it, and it takes quite a while, but it's fun. It's very relaxing once you know what you're doing, and it can be very stress relieving. Okay, so that was the one that I double up on. There we go. Okay, yeah, that looks better. All right. So this is the eye hook. I really don't know why it is that I have to use the eye hook to begin with, because, and it could be the skein, but I doubt it, because it's been like that. This particular yarn is doing that. It seems to be longer than the neon. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, when I say neon stripes, that is not to be confused with blacklight. Blacklight is totally different. That's, if I remember right, there were like 32 something changes. I wrote it down in my book. There was a lot, maybe 31, 32 changes, and the black was about that much, and so you might be able to get one stitch, possibly two if you used a really small needle. But that stuff was really tricky to work with. Colors were very muddy. I tried making a hat on my AliExpress with it. Didn't like the way it pulled on that. It's just I won't be buying that yarn again. Neon stripes, I love. I'm thinking, I was trying to measure, I think there's like about 10 feet of each color in this yarn here. And so there's a lot of yarn to work into these stitches. And so some people use double crochet. I like half double crochet. It's just easier to work with. When I was doing the neon, before I had this needle set, I used the G hook, and instead of doing 3 half double crochets, I do half double, double, half double, and so it was kind of like that. But it got the job done. And then when I got these, then I switched to the H hook and I just did this. And so that blanket has a lot of different stitching, but you really, I guess unless you really have a super keen eye and you notice things like that, I can't tell. I just like the pattern that it made on the blanket, and so I'm happy with it. Even the edges, they might be a little uneven because I didn't really know. See that? Okay, I was able to use all the orange. I got my 10 clusters. So this is the eye hook, but that's my tension. Some people might use, the G hook and have the same thing. Maybe their tension is a lot looser. I forget how that would be. I don't know. But so I'm going to start here at the black. And see how it's offset? And so the orange is going to be going up like that, and the red's going to be coming like that. The black's going to be going like this. It's a really nice pattern. And like I said, this here row one, this is the row that you can tell that you're doing it right because it came back like this. Even though it doesn't really, you don't really see the argyle pattern. I'm not sure if you call it argyle or not. I guess it is. It's not plaid because that'd be up and down. So I guess it is sort of argyle. Whatever you want to call it, I don't know. I love it. But, you don't really see it in the first couple of rows. But I know from looking at this one, you know what? It's the same colors too. See, it's the same thing. I guess the only difference, okay, I'm seeing the only difference is I started with, the black was starting with this one. So that's why it's different. Okay. It's the same colors except you know, you see what I'm saying? This one it started with, you know, black, black, and this was color, black, color. Either way it works. It's just, you know, you just have to know you know, what way you're going. Anyway. I hope I was of some help. I'm sorry if I trip over my words. Anyway, you all have oh wow, 26 minutes. All right, well, you have a great night. Thank you for watching.